Good morning. Thank you all for coming. If Ukraine falls to Putin, it will set in motion dire consequences for us as a nation. China will get the signal that they can take Taiwan. The Iranians will believe that we have no will to stop their nuclear ambitions. The converse is true. If the Chinese see the world rally around Ukraine and the rule of law being applied to Putin's war crimes, maybe they won't go into Taiwan. The only thing I can say when it comes to Putin, it needs to be personal. He could care less, in my view, about his own people, and certainly could care less about the Ukrainian people. Putin is not a patriot for Russia. If you're a patriot, you wouldn't put your people in this spot of being complicit with war crimes. If you're a patriot, you wouldn't steal your own nation blind. So I'm hoping in the coming days that we can get Republican and Democratic support for a resolution where the United States Congress lends its voice to the Ukrainian complaint in the International Criminal Court. This is a proper exercise of jurisdiction. This is what the court was created for, because there is no venue absent this court, in my view, to hold Putin and those who follow his orders accountable. She's a member of Congress. Her voice is unique in the times in which we live. She has family members in the crosshairs of Putin's war crime activity.
But the situation is pretty bad. And I don't use words lightly. I'm always, as I say, that is not a war. It's a genocide and destruction and killing of people, because it is. You see what's happening right there, unfortunately. You know, Putin army, since they realize that they cannot get it easy, that people don't want to be with them, they want to be free, they now start killing civilians. You see what's happened in the city of Kharkiv. They are using cluster ammunition and vacuum bombs. This city probably has majority of population actually Russian. They don't care about the people. They don't care if they're Russian or Ukrainian. They do not want to have free people. He cannot stand that somebody can stand up against a dictator and actually win. And I don't know, if I would be in a situation, I would have that much strength. All of these people say, you know what? We don't cry anymore. We don't cry. Just give us some guns and we'll fight. And we're going to win. And he understands that. So he's destroying more cities. He just destroyed the city of Kherson. And it's awful. He's coming to the city of Kiev. And I give you one message. I just got it about an hour ago. It's from some village. His friend is trying to escape with kids, and they actually now shoot some of these people that try to escape. They send special groups to kill. Women and kids are trying to escape. They're just killing us like we are animals. It's awful. This is criminal. These people cannot get away with that. And I hope to see how the international community is going to vote today. And I hope you're going to also cover that. Do they have a backbone to actually stand up to the evil what they were created for, or they're going to be cowards?
How is Congress supposed to meet this moment right now when we haven't seen bipartisan consensus on legislation?
I hope we can find consensus around a package to help the Ukrainian people, but this to me is a layup. This is maybe the most effective thing we can do, is to let the generals in the army of Russia know you follow Putin's orders at your own peril. There were 161 people prosecuted in the Balkans conflict, from privates to prime ministers, generals included. I want the world to rally around the rule of law. And here's what happens when you let a man get away with murder and theft and war crimes for 20 years, you can't be surprised he keeps doing it. Enough. Stop it. End it.
How quickly does the aid get to Ukraine once this is finally passed? As you mentioned, the conflict is happening right now.
I want to let her, okay, number one, the $350 million in military aid apparently is there.